everybody, it is Anna and welcome back to my channel. It is July, but I am wearing an oversized sweater in July/August because I don't have a feeling for when it's warm and when it's cold when it comes to sweaters. I am sitting here really unprofessional and really chilled to talk to you guys about back to school. Yes, high school, middle school. Yay. Probably all gonna kill me for talking about this subject right now, this moment, because y'all don't want to go back to school, and I understand you. I feel you. So I have a little bit of a talk to do to you guys, give you some advice, and yeah, just how to deal with school life and how I manage school, because school can be hell. But if you want it to be great, you can make it a great experience. So these are a couple of my tips. Finding friends. Finding friends is... Do you hear that outside? Every time I sit down and film, there's kids on the street. Every single time. Oh, they're gone. No, they're not. Finding friends can be a hard thing to do for some people. For me personally, it isn't really a big challenge because I am a very open person and I like to talk to people. I like to communicate. I like to make friends. I like to get to know people. And yeah, so basically for me that isn't a big challenge. So my first tip is don't overthink it. Seriously, overthinking kills everything. You can have the best idea. You can have all the lust you have in your body to go meet new people, but then you start overthinking. What are they gonna think of my outfit? What are they gonna think about my face? Are they gonna think I'm ugly? You know what? I can tell you one thing. In high school, generally in school, there's gonna be idiots. There are idiots on my school that give me a hard time still for my YouTube channel. And you know what? I just brush it off, because you know what? If you have a friend group, then you should stick to those friends. And you don't need, like, that's my second advice. You don't need 20 friends. It's enough if you have 1 or 2 really good friends. Finding friends can be hard, but one tip for me is not to overthink it, because those people are just as much human as you are. So please don't stress about people having opinions on you before you even talk to them once. Also, what goes around comes around when it comes to connecting with people. If you aren't nice, you know, it could most likely be that people aren't going to be nice to you. So you can't expect diamonds if you give them rocks. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? You gotta have the amount of positivity that you expect back from people. If you go up to them and say, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I really like your hair, blah blah blah. Do you want to study together sometime?" or something like that. If they respond in a weird way, you know what? That's the red sign. That's the neon arrows pointing to they're idiots. If they respond to you like, sure, you know, and which most likely will be like that. So please don't overthink that. People are generally nice. Point is, you do not have to be one of the popular kids. You don't have to feel the need to, you know, please somebody. You don't have to feel the need to be somebody that you seriously aren't. There are so many people in high school or in middle school that are like you. You just have to find them. You know, heck, you don't even have to have classes with them. What if you find someone in the cafeteria and they are sitting alone? Why don't you just walk up to them? Which also has to do something with overthinking again. Don't overthink it. Just walk up to them and say, "Hi, can I sit here? Is this seat free?" blah blah blah, and just have a chat. Maybe you guys will be friends. You don't have to be one of the popular ones. I tell you one thing, and my parents tell me this all the time, and I'm so thankful. Those popular kids that you are thinking about right at this second, when I mentioned that group you wanted to be friends with, those popular kids, you know what? When they get out of school, nobody cares who they were. Nobody cares who they were in 9th grade. Nobody cares who they were when they graduated. You know what? If they were the jock, if they were the top, most good-looking girl, you know what? Nobody cares. Because after school comes reality. After school comes real life. In the real world, nobody gives a freaking stinking shit if you were the most popular girl in class. Nobody cares, because you know what? That doesn't matter. That won't get you a job. That won't get you a college degree if you can say, oh my god, I had 10 boyfriends. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The thing I want to talk about is teachers. I know for a fact that in Germany, if a teacher says something, that is the truth. Teachers in Germany, I feel like, are way too focused on. For me, I hate that, because in general, it's always like teachers try to put students in a certain corner. At least in my school, it is like that. But I know for a fact I had a couple of teachers, and I know of a couple of teachers in my school that don't treat students equally. They don't acknowledge the fact that we are all the same. Some of us do need a little bit more time to understand a problem. My opinion on school is my opinion. You don't have to hate on me. It's just my personal opinion. My parents, they don't really acknowledge my opinion because they're like all for like school, education, everything that the school does is correct. If a teacher mistreats you, I don't mean like punish you, like basically let you stand in the corner or hit you or whatever. That's not even allowed by law. If they do that, you should really go to court or something. If you feel mistreated by your teacher, first of all, I would say go to your parents. If the teacher is bullying you, which I've had a teacher, seriously, I've had a teacher that didn't really bully me, but bullied that person in uncomfortable situations in front of class. I had a teacher like that did that to some of my classmates. I'm all for respect. If somebody doesn't respect a teacher, I mean, I came upon a few people in some classes that really treated the teacher with like so much disrespect. Like they didn't even acknowledge the fact that that's actually an adult. I hate stuff like that. I would never disrespect a teacher, nor would I disrespect an adult for no reason. If they're mean to me, I mean, sure, there's gonna be a little bit of a bitch fight. Sorry. No, that was not meant that way. First of all, go to your parents, and then let your parents decide what to do. If your parents, however, say, well, you just gotta deal with it, blah, 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 I wouldn't let that sit on me if it's really bad. If it's like, the teacher called me a name today, and once a year, I wouldn't really make a big deal out of it. But if your teacher puts you on the spot every lesson, every other lesson, if it's really obvious that he treats you differently than other kids, then if your parents say, well, not that important, I would go to the head of the school, I would go to the director or whatever. I would go there and really file a complaint. Basically, that sounds a little cheesy, but like complain about the teacher and really make them notice that it's an uncomfortable situation for you and you feel like you're being mistreated. So yeah, guys, I know this video is probably really, really long and really, really hard to watch because I've been rambling so much I've been rambling for literally 25 minutes and this is unedited, of course. I hope this kind of helped you a little bit. Comment down below what happened to you in school, because if you want a story time on things that happened to me in school, give this video a thumbs up because I have a lot to tell you. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe to become a part of the family. It is free, it is weekly, and I will see you next time. Bye guys. Ugh.